Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. It's a good day.
How good's the sunrise this morning?
Woo! Thank God.
I had a moment, a jolt this morning when I was walking down to the car.
Yeah.
I thought, shit, I'm late. I'm
No,
late.
I know,
It can't
I
be
know.
this. Can't be this much sunlight.
I know.
The
I thought
sunrise
that
was
too.
unbelievable.
And then I realised I was actually a bit late.
Double take.
I was going to chuck
No,
a
but
sickie.
late as in, I thought it was like 6:30.
Oh, right, okay.
I was going to chuck a sickie today. Pang won't be in today.
No.
You might have been late. Sonny, it was a good chance that you would have been one out today.
Can you imagine?
You would have been like Johnny Young from Young Talent Time.
Yes, all
Of course.
the bells and whistles.
Why was he like that, Swanee? Behind doing radio, he was a one-man show.
He was a
wasn't
one-man show. He did absolutely everything. I'll never forget it. 6PR, I believe the radio station was.
Oh, one of the
It was
greats.
magnificent.
Hey, later this hour, we're going to talk about Neighbours. That's crazy news.
Yes.
I know. Start thinking about what TV show you would bring back. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
would.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
It's time to stop putting off your trips and start celebrating summer with an amazing getaway.
Whatif.com has all kinds of accommodation options all around Oz.
Check them out on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
It's been a challenging period the last couple of weeks in the Brown household. I feel like I've lost control. Might be a good time actually finish up the radio, just to straighten things up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Or,
Said
John, finish up your relationship with your family.
Oh, well, yeah, that's probably... actually, you know what?
Yeah.
It's a more appetising option, to be honest.
Yeah.
Imagine a little two-bedroom, two-bedder in Ringwood.
Oh, beautiful.
I said to the kids the other night, I said, there's going to be a new sheriff in town.
Whoa!
A new sheriff in town come 2023.
Enjoy the next 2 weeks, kids.
Enjoy it, absolutely, because what's happened... our family, our sort of school attendances have just disintegrated. So the Browns not painting themselves in glory at the moment. If you check the roll call at the schools.
No.
So anyway, yesterday, peak frustration when I get home and little Jackie Brown home. Now it all started a couple of weeks ago. My wife Kylie has been crook. She's had COVID again. Then the kids start again, so Liv comes down with a bit of a cough. Then Macy and Jack decide to have the day off
all
because
the pins fell.
Coles was too sick to take the kids to school. So the argument was for Macy that she didn't have to go to school because the other kids didn't go to school. So that's just not cutting it at the moment.
I know.
Anyway, we get them back on track this week. We think we're going okay. I get home yesterday morning and Bam Bam.
A what?
Bam Bam sitting on the couch.
Do they look at you sheepishly like...
Absolutely.
Yes.
No, absolutely.
Was
no.
he eating chips, John?
No, he wasn't eating chips because he didn't want to give it away. I walked past, down the hallway. I looked into the toy room or the kids' room and I said, now, Jack, what's going on? He said, Dad, my throat is burning.
All right, mate.
So throat's burning. He goes, I've had medicine. I'm really sick. Mum's trying to get me into the doctors. She's going to try and take me to the doctors all afternoon, but, I didn't sleep. I'm sick. Throat's burning. Gave me the big sob story.
Yeah.
He looked like had the sad dog face going on.
Those little sad oxen eyes.
And then within a second, a smile appeared on his face and he turned to me and he goes, so anyway, Dad, what do you reckon of my new haircut? Oh, mate.
He's got to put in some work.
He's got to put in some work, doesn't he?
He's not a method actor.
Mate, it did look good. He's got a line shave down the side of his hair.
That's a genius conversation.
Mate, what's going on
Anyway,
here?
Dad, do you think I'm looking pretty good today?
Yeah, and he had the brightest smile on his face. So I just looked
Did
at
you
him.
say get to school?
No, I said, let's put on speed. Watch speed.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Time for Take It Away voiceover guy.
It's the home viewer quiz.
Wow.
Wow.
What can people win today, old boy?
Well, today they can win a Le Creuset stoneware heritage rectangular dish with lid.
Oh, you do that in Arnie's voice.
Okay, Le Creuset stoneware heritage rectangular dish and lid.
He doesn't miss.
Mate,
He never
you're unbelievable.
misses.
Thanks.
It's a lot better than your Trump impersonation.
No, it's not, John.
good.
Thanks for the opinion. Let's go to the phones. Swanee, you're playing for Lara.
Hi, Lara.
Hello.
We don't have buzzers anymore. How are we going to do this? Names. Okay. All right, Lara, I'm going to win this for you. You're fully across
Great,
Le
thank
Creuset,
you.
aren't you?
Apologies, voiceover guy.
That's okay.
Who's Jonathan playing for?
Louise from Doncaster.
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 It's next to Doncaster.
It's off. It's the fancier version, but they're off to play golf, Jonathan.
Are you really, Louise? Off to
Yes.
play golf today. What a day for it.
A beautiful day after this week. It's, great day today.
Good on you, gang.
Fantastic.
Well, good luck.
A couple of nice courses in Doncaster.
Buzzer check, please, Swan.
Chrissie.
Whoa.
Juggernaut.
Oh,
Don't go for the 3-syllable word.
Okay, JB.
Jugs.
That's 2. You can go for John.
Jugs.
John. No, actually, Big John. There you go. 2 syllables.
2 syllables. He can't go less.
Where is the current G2 summit?
Big
being-
John.
Yeah.
In Bali.
Is it?
It is in Bali, yes.
Got Bali belly.
Tell us more.
Yeah, got barley belly. What else? What else have we got?
That's all I got.
How many millimetres in a litre?
Jimmy.
Whoa.
1,000.
Great start, man.
Slow today. Sorry,
I've got a
Lara.
lot of different names. Juggernaut, JB,
Yeah,
John.
yeah,
a man of
whatever.
many.
Kingston is the
Juggernaut.
Swanee.
No idea.
Got it, Juggernaut.
Capital of which
Jamaica.
country? Yeah, you're
Come
one off
on, you sun gun.
Damn, I was going to say Superior Biscuit.
I'm gonna have to skip the next one because John will get it.
Melbourne Cup winners.
Which actress car was shot in a
Big
road?
John.
John for the
Too late.
That was none other
Oh, look at him buying
than the
time.
great
Yeah?
Denise
win. Gonna need it.
Richards. Or, wasn't she Dr. Christmas?
Yeah,
James Bond?
I believe so.
I can't remember
Yeah,
her
you're right.
character.
No, wasn't that Nicole Kidman?
No, she was Christmas. I'm fair. Because remember, James Bond had the great line. I thought...
Christmas only came once a year.
Once a year.
Good stuff, James.
What do they want?
They've won a Le Creuset Stoneware Heritage Rectangular Dish and Lid, Deano.
I really stuffed that. Sorry, Lara, but congratulations, Louise from Doncaster. You'll love it.
Thank you, I will.
Well done, Lara. You're a loser.
Whoa!
Bad luck.
A loser?
So mean.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Over 100. What if it if you're booking a holiday? It's Aussie for travel.
We spent a long time saying farewell to neighbours. But we didn't need to because it's coming back apparently. News this morning. Let's just let what's her name?
Woodburn.
Jackie Woodburn delivered the news.
Carl, Toby, have you heard the news?
What is?
We're coming back on Amazon Freevee.
Oh, it's Paul. Hello, mate. What's that all over your face? And on your head.
Oh, well, it's nice to see you too.
More to the point, Paul, we're coming back on Amazon Freevee.
You haven't told us when.
How does the second half of next year sound?
I'm there. For me. Yeah. Paul?
Hang on, gonna have to check my diary.
It's free.
All right, I'll make myself available. Happy?
There you go. Hey, we're coming back. We're coming back.
I mean, three of the greats. Can you name them? Jackie Woodburn,
Doctor. The doctor's there.
Now,
Alan Fletcher,
and the great Mr. Maloney.
Ryan Maloney.
Yeah, Ryan Maloney.
Playing, of course, the roles of Toadfish and Carl and...
Old mate.
Oh, mate. They're coming back, which is very exciting for fans of Neighbours. They're going to be on Amazon Freevee in the UK. Assumedly, we'll get it too. It's all the old eps, thousands of the old eps, plus some new ones, which is great news.
With your wise showbiz head, did you get a whiff of this? I didn't.
No, none, zero. Obviously,
I reckon Sportsbet did, because yesterday we were running through the odds about the Gold Logie winner next year.
yeah.
I was very interested. I didn't read it out. I was very interested in how high up Ryan Maloney was. Toadfish Rebecca.
Wow.
He was in at $15. I'm going, well, that's odd because Neighbours would have finished this year in July. Logies are not till, say, June next year.
Yes.
Why would Toadfish Rebecca
He's
be
on
there?
it.
You know what I mean? So they got a whiff of it, Swan.
I think that while they're bringing back TV shows, I'd like to see the great Heart to Heart. Does anybody remember that? I loved it when I was little.
No.
Stephanie Powers, Robert Wagner. Have a listen to the theme. That's a plane, if you don't mind. They're very rich.
This is my boss, Jonathan Hart, a self-made millionaire.
Yes.
Quite a guy.
Does anyone remember this
This
show?
is Mrs. H. She's gorgeous.
She's
She's one lady who knows how to take care of herself.
They had a dog called Freeway.
What a name.
Max is the butler.
By the way, my name is Max.
Yeah.
I take care of both of them,
Yeah.
which ain't easy. Because when they met, it was murder.
I used to get, like, the theme still gives me goosebumps.
That sounds wild.
It was great.
I used to love the use of the violin.
Yeah.
And some of the string instruments.
Yes,
Don't you reckon back in the early
absolutely.
days, those intros for the songs.
Very
for the
underutilised
shows.
now.
Yeah.
I also used
What was it about?
they would solve cases. Yeah.
Cool.
And they had this little dog, Freeway. They were just hot. It was very sexist.
Were they cops?
No.
Just solving cases?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, cool.
They were sort of like a James Bond couple.
Oh.
Then, what else have I got there? Oh, my God, the Fall Guy.
On the inside? Oh, here we go. Fall Guy. Here we go.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. I've never been
The greatest theme song of all time. So fine.
I've been on fire with silence.
So Lee Majors was the Fall Guy. He's singing this. They've got to bring that back too. The stars of the show singing the theme.
And why did he bring up Farrah Fawcett?
Well, because he was married to her in real life.
Right.
I think.
No, it wasn't O'Neill. Wasn't O'Neill married to
I feel like he was too.
Okay.
But that was a little nod to, it's very meta. But he was a stunt man. He was
yes.
amazing.
In the show?
In the show.
Okay.
Yes.
Who would solve crime?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It was a great show. It was a great show, and he was so handsome.
On the inside?
Yeah. See, I was very thrilled when one of my favourite shows of all time, Prisoner. I mean, one of the greats.
He's too young for Prisoner.
He used to give me
So was I. I still loved it. I was only 5.
It was like an early Wentworth.
I wish you could
Correct.
again.
So I was thrilled that it was actually remade and better
That was on the
in the form of Wentworth. So you must never lose hope. If you've got a favourite show, it can be reinvented. And I'm hoping the same for Sons and Daughters. Oh, man.
Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears and sighs.
I'm sure if we watch this back, it would be the lamest thing we've ever seen.
Mate.
At the time, Pat the Rat.
When did that go till? Mid-80s?
I don't even know. I don't know the years.
I don't even remember
but
that one.
great memes.
Yeah.
Great memes.
David Wenham was in it, right?
Yeah. Everyone was in it. It was sort of like the Neighbours of its time.
Okay.
13, 24, 10. This is an absolute bucket list, a wish list.
I got one for you.
What
Save
TV show would you bring back? Save it. Well, excuse me, newsflash.
Yeah.
I just said that I want to bring back The Fall Guy, and Leanne has messaged me on Instagram saying it is currently being filmed, a remake of The Fall Guy in Sydney with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
As a movie.
Yes.
So he's playing Lee Majors?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Oh, this is good news. What would you bring
Who's
back?
going to be the Farrah Fawcett? It was Farrah Fawcett in Fall Guy.
Margot Robbie would be a great one.
Jeez,
No,
imagine
she
that.
wasn't.
Gosling and Margot Robbie, jeez.
Well, they're doing Barbie and Ken together, actually. Yeah.
Flying Doctors.
Yeah.
Only if Robert Dipier Domenico reprised his role as Bruce the truck driver.
Do the impersonation, please, Dino.
Hello, boys. Have a good day, boys. Hello, boys.
Honestly, how good was Flying?
Good to see you, Dip. Good to see you, boys. Nah, see you, mate.
How good was Flying Doctors, though?
Off the hook.
The best.
It was unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Before we go to the calls, we're going to bring one show back and one show only.
What is it?
Who dares wins, John?
Yeah, absolutely.
You should host that.
I should. I should be in Westfields daring housewives,
Northlands.
to stuff Maltesers in their mouths for $50.
Who'd be your 10 years day out of though?
Good question, John. Ding dong. Let's go to the phones. Georgina, what do you reckon?
That was the best. Remember Flipper?
Oh, yes, the dolphin.
Yes, he was smart.
He was smart.
Is Flipper still alive, do you think, Georgina?
He was smart.
He was smart. He was smart like Skippy was smart.
Yeah. He used to save people, solve crime, lift the spirits of the town.
And he lifted the spirits of the town. He absolutely did. And he was cute as hell, and the theme was good.
It was a dolphin.
Yeah.
He used to squeak.
George, you know Flipper's still around?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't know many dolphins, but I wonder all this.
How long does a dolphin live for? They live long enough. He might come back. He might be a bit elderly now.
Sadly, a lot of showbiz tales, the meth got him.
Oh, poor Flipper.
I love the cut of your jib, Georgina. So you're going to get a Panna Organic Deluxe gift pack and 6 bottles of Zonzo Estate wine. It's
Love
in the
it.
heart of the Yarra Valley. Thanks, mate.
Georgina, you've made my day. Now I can just hear that stirring theme. And we know Flipper. Kerry from Box Hill South. Kerry.
Sorry, it's funny. I didn't realise we had the theme. You want to
Oh,
enjoy
my
it
God,
real
yes.
quick?
Fastest and lightning, no one to see. Is smarter than he was smart.
Had one of the great blowholes, John.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, God.
And now he's gone down the meth path, Dana.
Kerry.
Hi.
What would you like to bring back?
I would love to see the Young Doctors brought back.
Now, who was in the Young Doctors?
So Sister Scott, who was Cornelia Francis.
Yes.
Yep, and I even remember the tune to the bloody theme song. It was the
Sing
best.
it.
I used to... I know, I don't know the words. I just remember the tune. It was like... da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
That's it?
There it is.
Yes. There was a really hot one.
I know. I used to slide out under the couch when Mum and Dad were sitting on it watching it.
Yes.
I was only about 8, but I loved it.
Yes.
Kerry, can you have one more go at that theme?
Yes.
Spot on.
Sounds nothing like Kerry, but anyway.
Spot on, Kez. $200 make-out meal voucher. These are meals from Mamacita, Easy Peasy, Entrecote, Flash restaurants. And you make them you make them at home. They're great. Courtney, what do you got, Courts?
Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Buffy.
Have you watched them all on catch up already?
I have all the DVDs, but I have watched them on the streaming services as
I
well.
never got into Buffy. Maybe I should.
Is it a bit soft, like not hardcore, scary vampireness?
It's like, it is a little bit soft. There's a couple of episodes that are really scary, like 1 or 2, but usually it's pretty, G-rated.
Yeah.
The great Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh,
I was going to say.
Married to?
Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah.
They've gone the distance.
They have gone the distance.
Absolutely.
Like a
Still married. I love it.
Courts, 6 bottles of Zonzo Estate wine.
Yes.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deano.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
The podcast.
Hey there, good morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your 7 o'clock. We're here. Sam is having a snooze in. Jeez, he's doing a lot.
He's a busy boy.
He's a busy boy. He's having a little day off.
Front bar was last night.
We
as well, Swanee.
absolutely endorse it. But we've got great news for you.
I don't endorse it.
You don't endorse it?
No, I don't endorse it.
All right.
Taking days off with 2 weeks to go.
Jonathan
Like,
hasn't
honestly,
signed
you
off.
sleep at the wheel.
Jonathan hasn't signed
I'm going to
off
go
on
around to
this.
his house today and bash his front door down.
Yes.
And John, I'll get the Swift on his front lawn and do
Yes.
some circle work,
Listen,
brother.
Yes,
I think he'd really appreciate that, guys.
Smart.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
How about some tropical stuff?
John, not Sam.
That's right, with John. With Big John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to this tropical stuff. The Royal Australian Mint has released its annual coin set for 2023 yesterday, Christine.
Snore.
Nerd biscuit.
Nerd
alert.
biscuit. The dollar coin, the set features a slice of Vegemite toast.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm back.
I mean,
I'm back.
so am I on that.
Couldn't get any more Australian, could you?
Can I tell you, is there anything better than a Baker's Delight white loaf of bread, toasted just right, with lots of Western Star butter and just scraping your
Absolutely.
Vegemite. I'm salivating.
Don't
just
have it
thinking
enough.
about it.
I'm going to actually have some this morning. The Vegemite and the Vivid True Delight has been brought to life in colour on the dollar coin to commemorate the spread's 100th anniversary.
What? So it'll be yellow and red on the actual coin?
Absolutely, it will be.
Oh, cool.
That's
Jackie
cool.
showed me a photo of it. It really comes out. The image comes out of you.
We
Looks real
absolutely
life. It's
retract our
3D.
Nerd Biscuit comment.
Apologies.
We are on board.
And on the flip side is the head of the late Queen Elizabeth II. It's the last annual coin set the Mint will release with the head of the former monarch.
Chuck is the next one in,
There
obviously.
you go. A car clean-out has led a Victorian woman to a $580,000 lottery win.
Oh!
So, drawn on July the 2nd, her ticket, she's from Benalla, the mum, her ticket was sitting in the car for more than 4 months.
Can you believe it?
And then she decided to do a car clean-out. I'll tell you what, she's lucky about this, because I would normally throw them in the bin.
Of
You know, when you do the
course.
car clean-out, you got all those receipts.
Yes.
Recently cost me $250 because I had a parking ticket in there, Swanee.
Oh, yeah.
It went from $83, worked its way up to I got a letter from Fines Victoria the other day.
I don't know how.
$250.
I don't know how
That's thievery.
printing out and sending a letter costs hundreds of dollars. But anyway, you do you, Fines Victoria.
Exactly right. The numbers, you want the numbers?
No.
10, 15, 17. No, okay.
I never find anything in my car apart from like old coffee cups. And
I found my brother.
Did you?
Yes. He was hungover. And
a couple of dingers.
What? What else? That's great tropical so far.
You going well? Enjoying this?
Oh, yeah.
Will Smith personally paid for extras on the set of his new film, Emancipation.
oh, sounds like the publicity machine is rolling out some positive stories
Absolutely.
about William.
He was paying.
William.
So he was paying because some of the extras had to play dead bodies out in 100-degree heat, Swanee. That's sort of a high 30s, about 40. So he went around and gave them cash for lying out there in the heat all day. Director Antoine Farquhar.
Yes!
One of the great names.
What did Farquhar reckon?
He said, I have nothing but amazing things to say about Will Smith.
Yep.
Really genuinely. So now you know he's bullshit.
Yeah, that's right.
Really genuine.
And I really mean it. I do.
No, I do. I really.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's right.
as long as my name is Antoine Farquhar, this is really what I think about Will Smith.
He went on to say, you can ask anybody that worked on the movie. They'll tell you the
Is
same.
Anton Farquhar 7?
Settle down, Farquhar.
Stop pulling it, Farquhar.
Just pulling people's legs,
How do you
John
spell-
means.
How do you
Yes.
spell Farquhar?
F-U-Q-U-A.
Wow, that's not what I expected.
That's Farquhar, isn't
Farquhar.
it? Or Fuqua.
I don't
I'm going to
know.
go with Farquhar.
Question, John.
Yes.
Do you still have a bad taste in your mouth from Will Smith?
I do after this quote. When Farquhar knew that obviously the audience wouldn't be convinced, and he added, Will Smith is the nicest person I've ever met in my life.
All right, Farquhar.
Come on, Farquhar.
Come on. How
Clearly-
much are you getting paid,
Well,
Farquhar?
exactly. Will Smith's not only paying off the dead bodies out in the desert, he's paying off the director as well. And
right.
finally,
Yes.
And then Farquhar pulls his mask off and it's actually Jada Pinkett Smith.
a New Zealand property owner. Here we go. Here's a novel way to
This is
sell your property.
interesting. Yeah.
So, you know, New Zealand property prices have plunged.
Yeah.
Had the biggest plunge in 30 years. Went down 10% in October alone.
Do we know why?
Well, obviously the economy's struggling, but there was a property boom there.
There was.
That went out of control in
It
New
was
Zealand
unsustainable.
recently. It was unsustainable, Christine.
Both
But now,
awful Kiwi accents from both of you.
It's very true.
it's going
You
down.
are the nicest person I've ever met, Deano.
Mitt.
There's this 7-bedroom, 5-bathroom
We've had a
property. He's
fuck
reportedly been on the market for weeks. So the owner thought he'd throw in a little bit of an inducement. It's $1.8 million deal. And you know what he decided to throw in? He threw in a free Tesla.
Now, how much is that worth?
Sure, what's a Tesla worth?
A Flash one around 100 for the Flash one, but I think you can get a standard one from around 50, 50,000.
It's pretty impressive,
Much
isn't
cheaper
it?
than I thought.
He threw that in to sweeten a
cheaper than a
$1.8 million deal.
The Cybertruck's not coming to Australia, though. I'm devastated. Anyway.
Now, you know, I can relate to this. I've tried this before.
Yeah.
Back in my young hoon days, I was a young man, 20 up in Brisbane.
Commodore?
I had a Ford XR8. Of
course you did.
V8 under the bonnet.
I had a Holden Sonata.
Because that's what a testosterone-filled boy needs,
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
V8.
And you know what? It was a manual too.
Yes.
It was fun as hell. Anyway, we're cruising around the streets and I decided to sell it. And, we couldn't get the sale. Couldn't get the sale over the line, so I threw in a signed Brisbane Lions.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Who has hit the self-destruct button the most in all of popular culture this year?
Kanye West.
Without a doubt, right?
Without question.
Billions of dollars he's lost.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe, John.
Yeah.
Show some respect.
Actually, because I've got the Yeezys at home, I struggle to put them on now. I just feel like people are going to
Wear
judge
them,
me.
it's all right. It's okay.
Fair, like...
I do. I feel like people are going to judge me clomping down the street.
Yeah.
Yours don't really look like Yeezys. You can get away with it.
I try and enjoy his music from early Kanye and go, this was a different Kanye.
Yeah. Agreed.
But, oh, my God, what an absolute dumpster fire. Anyway, Andy Maher from the front bar is distancing himself from Kanye West. And I say that, John, because we know they're great friends. Andy and Kanye.
Yeah.
I need you guys to just listen to this piece of music. It's a beautiful Kanye West song called Only One.
As I lay me down to sleep, I hear her speak to me.
Listen.
Hello, Mari. How you doing? I think the storm ran out of rain, the clouds are moving.
I need you guys to help me get
beautiful.
something. It's gorgeous. It's written from his mum in heaven, her perspective, talking to North, his kid.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Sam.
But the bit in that piece of music is this. It intrigues me every time.
Hello, Mari. How you doing?
Every time I'm walking down the Yarra looking for that seal, in a peaceful state, I listen to this song and I always think of Andy Maher when Kanye talks to Mari.
Hello, Mari. How you doing?
So every time I hear that,
you see Andy Maher's
having a warm chat. I think him and Kanye are best mates. Andy Maher and Kanye West, best mates.
I tell you what. I say this as a man, I've worked with him for a while, known him a long time. He's wonderful company.
Yeah.
Kanye would love him.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Would Mari love Kanye, though?
Yes.
Of course, Mari loves everybody. Of course, we're speaking about the great Andy Maher,
Mate,
who
the
is
killer.
front and left on the front bar.
He brought down the footy show. He's a killer.
He sure did.
Now, imagine they're best mates. By the way, no one says hello like Andy Maher. He's got so many phrases up his sleeve.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Do you want him or... Nah.
So if they were mates, this would be the entry level Kanye and Mari.
As I lay me down to sleep, I hear her speak to me. Hello, Mari.
Kanye.
How you doing?
Good, mate. Yeah, good.
I think the storm ran out of rain, the clouds are moving.
See the warmth?
Yeah,
absolutely. You can tell they're friends. They're close
I
friends.
hear her speak to me. Hello, Mari.
Coco.
How you doing?
Hitting them well.
I think the storm ran out of rain, the clouds are moving.
I was waiting for Coco.
I hear her speak to me. Hello, Mari.
Knackers.
How you doing?
Perfect, Chief.
I think the storm ran out of rain, the clouds are moving.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Have you got any more of you?
I hear her speak to me. Hello, Mari.
Guru.
How you doing?
Good as gold, old diamond.
I think the storm ran out of rain, the clouds are moving.
Good as gold, old diamond.
Imagine, do you reckon that Swati, do you reckon Kanye's ever said hello to someone and they've responded with Guru?
I hear her speak to me. Hello, Mari.
Shag.
How you doing?
All good, Doctor.
I think the storm ran out of rain, the clouds are moving.
He has got a million.
Oh, good doctor. That's a nice one. That's a new
my God, my face.
That's 5 of 20, so in future...
Oh, my God, really?
We can revisit the friendship between... No, that's it for now.
Okay.
But the friendship between Kanye West and Andy Maher.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Right now.
Here's Max Gawn. Yeah, he plays for Mountford. Mainly a ruckman. We're talking footy with Max Gawn.
It's the last time we're ever going to play that theme song, Maxie.
How sad is it?
So sad.
I don't know how to feel.
How are you, mate?
Talk about your feelings.
Yeah,
Open up.
I'm actually really good. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just said I don't know how to feel, and then I've said I feel really good.
Yeah.
That's not related to the show.
It's fine.
No, I've had a really, really good break. I went away for about 6 weeks.
You went somewhere interesting.
Yeah, I went, flew into Milan, did a bit of cycling.
What?
In and around the Swiss and French Alps.
Oh.
And then made my way French Riviera.
Did you have those moments where you feel like your brain is fizzing with joy?
Oh, it's the whole time. And we took our 1-year-old as well.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it was just the perfect age then. He's a prick now, but a month ago he was a star.
Yeah, it's a long time, isn't it? A month in a baby's life. They
Maxie,
do change.
Cycling, aerodynamics, important. You shave them legs, boy?
I don't.
What?
And weight, very important as well, and I'm 110
Yes.
kegs. So
Jeez,
getting up
especially in
hills
the
was
Alps.
fun, yeah. But it was a beautiful time. Like to get to the top, it's about 2-hour climbs. I did some famous climbs, about 2-hour climbs. You sit at a heart rate of about 170. I think I'm losing you with this, but
No.
Oh, yeah, you sit at a high heart rate, so it's painful. But you get there and you just want to do it again straight away.
Downhill, you don't pedal, you just coast.
Yeah, well, that's where I gain on people when I go down.
Very,
Bit of weight.
course,
was
the
that a
weights,
very
yeah.
strategic placed post, though, on Instagram? Was that you're actually really, in fact, you're behind the scenes enjoying yourself, eating what you want, drinking what you want, just a strategic post there, just for the coaches at home go, oh, geez, Max is very professional.
You gotta
Look at
put
him
it-
in the off-season. Look at what he's doing. He's working hard.
You have to put a training post up. And then everyone just thinks you've been training the whole time, and no one else is as well.
I want to talk about the food in Italy. What was the standout meal that you ate?
The standout meal, well, we had a place in Como, which is obviously one of the best
See
places
George
in the world.
Clooney there?
No, I didn't see George. Drove, went past the house, though. And there was a seafood restaurant that opens one day a week because that's the time the guy goes out and gets his fish. And it was just... It was,
What did you eat? What was it?
It was just a fish. I'm not sure what it was.
Carp.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you'd call it. But it was a fish for 3, so there was 2 of us that had a fish for 3.
Is
and it
anyone
was,
famous there?
no famous people, no.
Back to George Clooney's home. Did it have like a Metricon vibe?
It was no Metricon vibe. It wasn't one of those walk-in homes. It was, as you can imagine, Sonic on the Lake of Como with that sort of foundation. It was pretty spectacular, his house.
Wow.
He stays there, once a year for a week or something.
Yeah, how's the bar going?
Well, I wouldn't count that as his house then, would
No.
you?
No.
How's the new bar going?
New bar's good. You popped in the other day.
Absolutely. I've been
I
in
did
twice.
too.
Yeah.
We went in there, and Deano had his premiere the other night of Childish Deano.
Yeah, man.
And we went to celebrate with a Prosecco down at Motor in Glenferrie Road.
Flash bar, brother. Looks nice.
Looks nice. They
I
had-
want to sit in one of those booths.
Yeah, the booze are hard to get at the moment.
Yeah, I bet.
We're 1 month in and things are booking out, which is
I know
good.
the owner though, so I reckon I'll be able
I'll
to.
be able to get something going. Yeah, how'd the premiere go?
Man, really good. It was beautifully received. It was
That's good.
warm. It was really good. Good. Hey, over summer, we're going to need some bar cards, man.
Yeah,
we're going to
I'll
think
get
about
some
it.
drink cards.
Yes. Old school ones where they punch holes in it. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, as a footballer when I was young, you used to be able to go to CQ, which is the king of footballers. That's like the best spot to go when you're 19. If you showed your football card, because you get a card to go to the game, like a barcode, and it's got your photo. If you showed that, you got 5 free drink cards.
And you do
5?
Free drink cards, just for being an AFL
Yeah,
player.
good. They were the glory days, the drink card. I don't think they're around as much anymore, drink
I don't
cards.
think CQ's a thing, is it?
No,
No.
CQ used to be big. There's also food on the menu at Motor.
Yes, food on the menu. We've got a chef back there, does a good job. There's a steak, a chook. There's anchovy toast.
What?
Have you banned all French food after what happened during the year? or not?
Maisie and Melky aren't invited at the same time. we got to look after our property.
Stick around, Maxie. We're going to ask you more about football next.
Big Maxi Gawn's here. We've missed you, man.
Missed you too.
You're back from your holidays. We should talk some footy.
When do you start training, mate?
We got December 5. How far away is that? That's almost when you guys finish.
Yeah, a couple of weeks to go.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
God, it's not long at all.
Yeah,
Why are they starting before Christmas?
It's weird because then you do 2 weeks, then you go away for 3 weeks for Christmas and come back where you were.
Odd.
Yeah. It's always been the case.
Starting early because they failed this year, Christine.
Oh, that's kind.
Is that T/F? True or false?
That's
the Melbourne
false.
Demons failed this year.
Geelong is starting on the same day, on December 5, and they succeeded. Everyone starts December 5. A couple of young guys come back earlier, which is hilarious.
What can we expect from the Melbourne Demons next year?
I mean, I would say we bounce back, but we come second, so we're going to be hopefully around the mark again, but then just perform a little bit better in the deep part of the year.
Have you got any
finals.
recruits? I sort of switched my brain off to footy.
Yeah, we do. We got the one taking my spot. I'm actually sitting forward this year. You
got Brodie Grundy.
Yes, Max.
That's huge. Like 2 years ago, you could have got any odds if you said that Brodie Grundy and Max Gawn will be playing the same team in 2 years' time. The two best ruckmen in the competition. So, mate, you're just forced down into a forward pocket.
I'm weeding my way out.
Max, Coleman medal. I feel like this is your year.
Well, I'm pitching both forward and back. I think Brodie, I mean, I've got no idea. I haven't spoken to Goody or Brodie about this, but I think he's going to do a fair bit of ruck, so I've got to try and pick a position.
Are you angry after last year?
Angry? No, not really. I've been in a bad team for a long time, so I've seen what 10 years was, and then to be able to play pointy, like the football at the pointy end in September, I'm disappointed we weren't able to go on, but to still be involved in finals and have a second chance, it's still a much better position than we've been.
Right on.
What about the Magic Round, or whatever it's going to be called?
How good does that sound?
It sounds great. You're going to be playing extra round next season, and all the games are going to be in Adelaide or around Adelaide, including a game in the Barossa Valley. You're putting your hand up for that one, mate.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the one where you want a big fixture, don't you? You want a Melbourne v Geelong, so we get the Friday night Adelaide Oval game. If you get one of the lesser fixtures, you might play an interstate team, you probably end up in Barossa on a Sunday morning at 11 a.m. or something. So you've got to be careful with what game you get there. But look, I'm really excited.
My dream for the Magic Round is that on Fox Footy there's some sort of video montage of all my favourite AFL players lip-syncing to Olivia Newton-John's Magic.
And
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And I think that we should pitch it.
Yeah.
The marketing genius at the AFL will be listening into this, Swanee.
I'll put my hand up.
You know the song, don't you? You know the song.
No.
Remind us.
I know the singer.
To believe we are magic. Can't you see it?
You on board?
I was thinking more Coldplay Magic. That could work as
Like
well,
that?
couldn't it?
How does that go?
Call it magic.
No, that sounds bad.
Really?
Your
Coldplay.
but your voice was kind of lovely.
Yeah, your
you.
voice was
Sweet.
good, but Olivia Newton-John Magic is a better song.
Better song than Coldplay. That's actually, jury's out on that.
No.
John?
No, I'll fight you.
Question.
Who would win the fight?
Max Gawn or Chrissie Swan over what is the best Magic song.
Is there an oval in Germantown, Harndorf in Adelaide?
Well, there'd have to be.
I love Harndorf.
When the Harndorf would be good. Get up there on the schooners, Maxie. Saturday night, you'd be right.
Don't you love
Couple of gaspers.
What about Harndorf and how they've absolutely committed to that cause of being German? It's
Being
not a
German
theme.
town.
It's
Yeah.
not like Sovereign Hill.
No.
It's just a town where people live, but it is absolutely German.
They're all the German settlers.
Yes,
Settled in there.
but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's good. They've stayed on it. I just want to ask you quickly about a big topic, not a big issue, a big topic this week in sport has been Isaac Humphries, who came out as a gay man, which has been celebrated.
What's
and good
it
on
again?
him.
NBA?
NBA player. NBL player here in Australia. So what do you think the response would be in the AFL? Because people go to straight, well, why isn't someone come out in the AFL? There's a lot of pressure on youngsters come out in the AFL, but I've argued that I don't think there'd be any reaction. The players would be fully accepting of it. So what was your take on it?
I thought it was magnificent. Anyone that takes a leap of faith to become their true self in an environment like that is incredibly hard. So I thought it was inspirational. I wish we get to a point where that doesn't need to be filmed.
What's hard about the environment?
The environment,
From
it's just
an outsider, I can't see.
150 years of NBL, no one's come out like he has. And so public. He's wearing a microphone. He's getting filmed. Like, that's a pretty extreme environment. I thought it was inspirational. I thought it was special. I hope we get to a point where it doesn't have to happen, where it doesn't have to get filmed, and it's just normal chat. And it's not just homosexuality. It can be anything. It can be anything that goes wrong with someone.
That's certainly how it is out of organised sports. industry, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this ultra masculine industry that is AFL, it's crazy that no one's come
But
out.
these people got profiles though, Swanee. So it's of human interest, no doubt about it. It's only been of recent years these sorts of things have started to happen. But I don't think in the AFL, the players in themselves, the ones that are in the coalface, players would not have a problem with it at all. No doubt about it. It just hasn't happened.
I feel like it's just the perception of what AFL is. Like, I feel like we have created the safest place ever within our 45 guys for someone to be able to come out like that. But they're still battling this perception, and also the press and the noise that's going to happen. Like, you're going to come. I didn't know who Isaac Humphries was. I'm not a massive NBL man, but now everyone in Australia does. So you've gone from a hero all the way up to the top.
Well, culturally, AFL locker rooms now are a very safe place, Swanee. Unless you go to a French restaurant that night. But,
like in the 80s or 90s, you would have got just douchebag comments in the locker rooms. Do you reckon, John?
Well, Ian Roberts came out in the mid-90s, the famous rugby league player and tough man. He was an enforcer, but he came out, and I think it was embraced and accepted. But, you know, the perception from the outside community, there's still people that, are slow to come on board, slow to jump on board. But,
and if you're a queer team that loves their footy, like, you just want to see trailblazers ahead of you.
Absolutely.
So
That's the one that gets me. Isaac Humphries is now a trailblazer, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's been very courageous.
Hey, quickly, Qatar. Any thoughts on Qatar? Because the World Cup, it looks like a bit of a dumpster fire.
It's an interesting jump to talk about Qatar after talking about
gears.
That's a good change of pace, Deano.
We got gears.
Isn't that, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that the issue with Qatar?
Well, just the World Cup in general, it looks fraught with danger and controversy.
Terrible.
Look, it certainly, I'm glad I'm not the one that has to go over and play. The Australian team did a message from the start, which was it seemed kind of cool. But I'm not a soccer man, so I don't really know what's going on. But I definitely know what's going on in Qatar, and there shouldn't be a World Cup.
The attendances at the World Cup games will be similar to going to a Melbourne Demons game about 5 or 6 years ago.
Have you seen the accommodation?
No.
Yeah.
If you're booked in like a first-class accommodation, you're in a shipping container in the middle of 45-degree desert.
Can you imagine?
Now, just before we go, have you had a beer with Goody?
Not yet. But that technically...
Fix that up, will you?
No, technically, I had the beer leading into the year that we didn't go as well, so maybe the beer was the reason. Maybe all those people, those pundits at the start were correct.
Right. Well,
shouldn't have beer with Coach.
Mate, it's so good to see you.
It's so good. It's last.
It's been a delight to work with you.
Mate.
An absolute highlight.
Yeah.
You've been better than Bernie Vince.
Well,
we've got 2 Melbourne players.
Without doubt.
How dare you?
Way better.
This man's a premiership captain. Bernie finished his time on our show as a premiership player for the reserves.
I'm going to have to stop you there, Bernie.
Casey Demons.
No, you can't bring Bernie. Bernie's the original.
Next, you'll tell me that Nathan Jones deserved the terrible treatment that he got. I'll die on this hill. I'll die on it.
Maxie, hopefully we'll see you maybe at our last outside show. Maybe
I'm in Vancouver.
Yeah. What?
That's why he's in today.
That's why I'm here. But I'm coming to your end of year lunch.
Right on, man.
All right, this is it, Max. This is it.
And I told Jack Charles I'm just coming to drink a few waters, and he said if you have anything less.
You are not coming sober. You are not welcome to come to the lunch if you are not drinking. You have to drink for that now.
Okay.
Don't put up with that pressure. I haven't had a drink in 2 years.
Mate, you've had a premiership hangover for 12 months. What's an extra month? You'll be right.
Does Jack Charles have a drinking problem?
Yes.
All right. Hey, Maxie.
Good on you, Maxie. We loved you.
Thanks, guys.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Finally, it's a good day. Get out there and enjoy it. Everything that you need to do that you've been putting off for the last 5 days, like living, get in there and do it today. It's been so miserable, hasn't it?
Yeah. Up and about. You know, I'm going to celebrate today. So I've got 2 things. I'm going to the tip this afternoon.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to hook the trailer onto the Hilux and out we go.
Your happy place.
My happy place.
I
go
love
and
the
see
tip.
my mate Merv out of the tip, out of Whitehorse.
Do they have a tip shop?
No. What do you mean, like merchandise?
I mean, that is a good idea, but no, the tip shop is like a little building on side of the tip where people like Merv or anyone else that works at that specific tip picks out fantastic things that have been dropped and you buy them from the tip shop.
That's a great idea.
A what's hot section?
Yeah, a what's hot section. I went to the tip in when I was on holidays in Tassie years ago, and the tip shop was chef's kiss.
Really?
I got a great Fisher-Price toy for Leo when he was a baby. fabulous. The tip shop.
I'm going to have a chat to Merv today about the tip shop potentially.
You got to. I love the idea of merch, though.
I'm one of their favourite customers. Remember during COVID when...
you lost your keys?
Well, no, I didn't lose my keys.
Oh. Remember in COVID when I lost my mind?
I lost my keys at a swingers party once. That's story.
The best place to lose them.
But I remember you had to actually be a commercial license.
That's right.
License as a landscaper. So I turned up, and because I had a work permit with Foxtel, I showed the work permit for Foxtel, and the bloke goes, "Hang on a minute, mate, you're on TV, aren't you?" I go, "Yeah, mate." And I do the gardening for Foxtel as well. And he goes, "Really?" I go, "Mate, I do. I mow the lawns." So he let me in.
I love it.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
We love a weird and wonderful name in this studio. And we used to have a list behind you, Deano, where we'd add them as they came in.
And some bastard chucked it away.
Same as my Aesop hand cream,
oh,
which
dear.
I'm sad about. But there were some great names on it. Morris Ritz, all sorts.
Don Bosco.
Don Bosco,
That's
great
a
name. This morning we met a guy in a story that Brownie was talking about called Antoine Farquhar, and that absolutely...
He's a director.
Will Smith's movie. And it reminds me of a story. It might be one of those ones that I laugh all the way through, so please forgive me, because last week I was talking about funny names to a friend of mine, and this reminded me of this story. And I hadn't thought about it for about 20 years. And I called I relayed it to him, and I could barely get it out. But I thought you guys would love it.
Here we go.
So when I was working on the Sunshine Coast, my boss, Wade, who is now my friend, and it was always my friend, but he was my boss.
Yeah. At the radio station?
At the radio station. We would have a meeting after the show, and because neither of us had any lives or anything to do, we would still be there at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, planning and talking and whatever. Anyway, a lot of the time we were delirious, and we started to talk about, weird and wonderful names that we had, come across in our lives. And Wade had a few that he added, and I just said very deadpan, the weirdest name I've ever met anyone, with is Urs Glur.
Urs Glur.
Wait a minute.
It's so funny.
In a sentence, please.
It's so funny to hear you say it.
Urs Glur.
In a sentence.
Hello, my name is Urs Glur.
How do you spell it?
That's exactly what Wade said. He said, "I don't believe you. I do not believe that there is someone in the world called Urs Glur."
Is it from Harndorf?
I don't know. I don't know where. I'm thinking it's probably Dutch, but I said, I've met him. He was my sort of superior supervisor when I did work experience in the 80s. And I've never forgotten it because he introduced himself as Urs Glur, and I was like, I had to rummage around the office to try and find a business card because I needed to see that name, Urs Glur.
You would have cracked up when you first heard that.
I couldn't. I was by myself, so I couldn't.
To hold it in.
Yes.
You would have been bursting at the seams.
So I was saying to Wade, Urs Glur. Now, at this stage, we hadn't completely lost our minds. We were just sort of smiling and enjoying each other's storytelling.
Have I found him on Instagram? Is that Urs Glur?
I don't think so.
There's 2 Urs Glurs.
There's 2 Urs Glurs now.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, this was back in the early 2000s when we didn't have social media or anything. Anyway, my boss said, I simply do not believe you.
Yeah.
So he got onto the internet. The internet was around, and he looked up the white pages. And he said, do you know where he lived? And I said, look, it's somewhere in Melbourne still. And anyway, he finds Glur, U in the white pages.
There wouldn't be a lot of Glurs.
There wasn't. And there certainly wasn't many Urs Glurs. So Wade, by this stage, I am losing it, weeping with laughter, because he's like, I simply don't believe you. He's found this man. We're on the Sunshine Coast. He rings a phone number in Melbourne, and he's got it on speakerphone in the office. And I'm on one of those swivel office chairs, right?
Yeah.
Very unstable when I'm losing my mind laughing. And ring, 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 ring. And then I hear, hello. And my friend Wade says, is this Urs? And Urs Glur says, yes. And Wade goes, Urs Glur? And then Ursglur says, yes. And then Wade goes, thank you, and hangs up. So to this day, Ursglur, who most certainly does exist,
We should track
must
him
be
down.
thinking, that was a weird phone call. Just out of, is that Urs? Yes. Ursglur, yes. Thank you.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
One man, many questions.
Why is the rule I before E except after C?
Why don't we ever see advertisements for microwaves?
What is the mystique and attraction of one sandhang?
Have all the answers.
I run on me face.
Ask Brownie.
He's here. He's got all the answers for anything you seek. Eden from Cheltenham. Let's kick things off with you. How are you, Eden? Are you there, Gorgie? Eden?
Talk to us, Eden.
Hello.
Hi. How old are you, Eden?
I'm 8.
All right, cutie. Let's. You've got Brownie's attention. What are you going to ask?
If you trip on an escalator, are you falling up or down?
That's a good question, kid.
Good question.
Smart kid. Which way are you going? You going up or down?
Up.
So the escalator's going up and you trip,
and you
or,
fall over. You
or
fall
when you
down.
get it. Well, that's
Either
because either way. Okay, either way. We'll simplify this. You trip up.
Eden, I've got to let you know that when Brownie is challenged, he stares into my soul and I help him through. It's like I'm birthing a baby.
Yes.
I'm his doula.
Tell
at the
us when
moment.
the head is delivered.
I will. You've got a way to go. You're about 5 centimetres.
This is not a trick, Brownie, kid. No, you're tripping up because when you trip, then you go up and over. Mm-hmm. That's why, hence the term, trip up.
Yeah, but what about when you land on the ground? Are you falling down?
Absolutely, you're falling down.
So you're falling down and tripping up.
You're tripping up and then you're tipping over and landing down. But the up comes before the down, Swanee. That's why they say tripping up.
No further questions. Sounds perfectly good to me.
Yeah.
Happy with that, Eden?
Yeah, thank you.
Eden, you tiny champion, you've got a family past the Triceratops fate of the dinosaurs. Discovered the world's most complete Triceratops fossil.
Thank
Melbourne
you.
Museum. Hey, thank you.
Good on you, kid.
Have a good weekend. Emily in Tulla, what do you got?
Oh, hey guys. Long time listener. Like, sadly, first time calling, you're going to leave, and I'm really sad. But thanks for all the years, guys.
Sorry to do it. Thanks for listening to us. We love you.
Right. My question for Brownie is, as we get older, why do they say like our palate changes, like the flavours and the things we like? And like, you know, I never used to drink red wine. Now I love it. And after I was pregnant, I love olives now.
That
So
is
why
a
does that
great
happen?
question. I was having a chat with my daughter last night because she always said, oh, no, I don't like pasta salad. And I kept, make it. Last night she had it and she goes, I don't mind that. She goes, sorry to change my mind. And I said, never apologise for changing your mind. That is the best thing you can do. And you don't need to tell anybody why or how.
John?
That's right. It's gross.
Well, thanks for calling up, Emily, with that fantastic question.
He's buying time,
And I'm going to go with the fact that, well, your taste buds are like the rest of your body. They age. And over time, they age. And so you need more taste, stronger, sharper taste to awaken them because they do dampen. They soften. They lose feeling, just like my heart as it's gone through life. It's gradually lost feeling.
I think you're absolutely right. Just as your heart has turned to stone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your taste buds do too. And I think I've read an article about this, Emily, where just like every part of your body, your taste buds age, so they taste things less keenly.
Yeah, like John's libido.
Exactly. Well, no, the libido's okay.
Is it, John?
Yeah,
There's a little thing called Camagra.
That's the terrible. That's the terrible catch-22 of this situation.
So if you're 6 years old and you try blue cheese, you're like, what on God's green earth is this hell?
That's right. At red wine, all that stuff.
You need simpler taste when you're younger because you're fresh. Your palate or your taste buds are fresh.
Right.
So you
Does
don't
that
need
make
a hell of a
sense,
lot there.
Good. I'm satisfied with this answer. Thank you.
I am too. I like it.
Another satisfied customer.
You should be.
Imagine we counted up all the satisfied customers over the last 7 years on Ask Brownie.
It would be an empty theatre.
Lost count.
You lost count.
You get a $200 make-out meal voucher. This means you get meals at home from restaurants like Mamacita, Easy Peasy, Entrecote. Thank you.
I reckon
Take that
this
back,
is-
Dano.
What?
Like, it'll be an empty cinema. Take that back now.
Take it
I'm
back,
sorry.
he'll
I
punch
take
it.
it back, man.
Now, Andrew from Point Cook, I do believe that we've got 2 weeks of this show to go. I don't think we're going to do another Ask Brownie. I don't think.
Yep.
In the next two. Oh, we are. Sorry.
Maybe.
You are almost the very last caller on Ask Brownie. What is your question?
Lucky me. Good morning, everyone. My question is, how long do you have to wait for your wife's forgiveness?
It never comes.
The passion.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Right, so one of you asked me, you can't wait for Jimmy just before we knock off. He asked me this morning what I'm doing. Got a big day. Got 2 big things. I'll reveal the first one.
What is it?
I'm going to the tip. I'm going to see me mate Merv at the tip.
Just green waste?
Green waste, absolutely. Have a bit of a chat to Merv, but that's bearing the lead. The big thing this morning, me and Deano are doing just after work, as part of Brownie's podcast. We've been raising money for November, or raising awareness for Movember this morning.
Have you?
And I thought instead of growing a mow for us, like Dino's mows wouldn't be great. I'm having a fair crack at it at the moment, Swanee, but let's go to the biggest and the best and the most recognisable mow. So we've engaged Brian Taylor's services this morning.
BT. Bristle.
You know why?
Why?
Because Deano had a fabulous idea. He said, I'm not going to grow a mow. Brownie, you don't have to grow a mow. What we're going to do is we're going to hire a limo. A big black stretch Hummer limo.
Big one.
And we're going to go and pick up BT. Dino's going to get a comb and he's going to sit in the back of the limousine with Brian Bristle Taylor and comb his moustache with this song playing in the background.
Hang on.
Yeah. Any questions?
Yeah, I do. I do have a few.
Would you like to unpack it?
Okay, so that was a great key change, by the way, in that song. I hope you're going to do that.
Yeah.
So a big limousine pulls up to collect you. Brian Bristles Taylor is already in the back, I'm guessing.
Oh, yes, he is.
With a fully mature moustache.
The best moustache in the country.
It's really thick. It's thick. It's like a head hair, but it's here on his upper lip.
Fertilised.
Just as an aside, I feel bad because I waxed my mow yesterday, and that seems to be against the spirit. So you're in the back with Brian Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get out a comb. What sort of comb is it?
One of those thin plastic ones.
That's what my dad has in his pocket all the time. Okay, so just the normal $3 comb.
Yeah.
And then you're going to play that song. He's got the whole world, which is a banger, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just gently comb.
I will experience the ecstasy of running a plastic comb through BT's stash.
What will his facial expression be?
Confused? Remorseful?
Remorseful. Sorry for having grown it. And
No, like,
being
why
the
am I-
object of your...
Why am I here type deal.
Oh, remorse for agreeing to have his moustache combed in the back of a limousine.
And he's doing it to raise money for Movember.
Raise
You got him.
awareness.
You got him.
He did acknowledge it was one of the more weirder requests he's ever received in his
So
life.
that's happening today.
This morning.
And we get to see it when?
On the socials, we'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
It's what better way to get attention from Movember?
We've got to hope that BT doesn't get cold feet. Hopefully he's not listening.
He called Brownie this morning. He's like, mate, what am I doing?
I've got everything crossed for you. I can't wait.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.